And I fell in love with his work straight away, all of the colours and texture, and there's a lot of passions that cross over with our work as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Salford and Manchester, poetry and community. And yeah, so that's how our friendship began. I got in touch with Andrew and said I would love to exhibit your work. So Andrew exhibited his work here last year at the Solar Art Show, and then yeah, we've been friends.
That's right, yes, we will.
So yeah, it's really prolific, and I want to show you this, which is really exciting. So this has been published this week in Waterstone, so the Manchester Art Book. So Andrew's work is like the first pages of this book, which is amazing. It is amazing. Yeah. So you can check that out in So there we are. Or just that's huge.
That's one of my favourite paintings on there. It's hanging up in my living room on there now. And it's another short story about life growing up as a Mancunian on that story as well. But I did another story because my dad used to be a copy boy in the print works many years ago, so it's a bit of a reminder of my dad as well.
Amazing. So I'm going to leave it over to Andrew now. He's going to recite some of his poetry. If you do like any of his work, just pop a red dot on the title and then just come and see me. But yeah, over to you.
Well, thank you Emma for that, and thanks everybody for coming tonight. It's been a real privilege to be exhibiting in Emma Gallery today. And thank you to Irene and Emily and my mum and dad for being there for me through the thick and thin. Wouldn't have been able to without my wife and daughter and my mum and dad. Yeah, I'd just like to say that I grew up in Moss Side, Manchester, as a Moss Sider, and it was actually quite a poor bringing up when I was there. And it kind of like I've done the Moss Side Nostalgia collection recently, which is just a couple of them on there, which we'll be reading that for in a minute. I used to be in the textile design industry for many years, about 10 years, reproducing designs for Laura Ashley, Liberty Designs, ABC Batik, reproducing designs for all major high street brands. I used to be very detailed in the photochromic, realistic paintings I used to do. And it was very stressful and not relaxing way to be. And I've kind of like developed my art in a free-flowing movement, because when I finished that career, I went to Manchester Metropolitan University doing a textile degree in the aim to be a designer. But that didn't come to fruition. And I went to an art lecture on L.S. Lowry, and I used to think L.S. Lowry's work that wasn't very good. And I thought, what's all the fuss about? And then I went to an art lecture on Lowry, and it kind of opened my eyes to what he was quite an accomplished artist. He did portraits extremely well. He did all different types of work in art, and he chose to paint in his style. That's what I tend to do. I choose to paint in my style, in a Lowry-esque manner, but in my style. From being a really stressful job working as a textile artist doing really intricate designs, to now we work in a free-flowing manner, which is my kind of art therapy, because he suffered from decades of stress. And this is my way of art therapy, and helping people recover from art therapy, from the stresses of the day. So that's a bit of a background about me. I'm going to read out 3 poems. The first one, which is this one, which is the McDonald's where the Rialto used to be. I used to live down the side of Broughton Baths, I don't know if you know it, for about 18 years. And the Rialto building was where the McDonald's used to be. And it kind of got burned down in a mysterious fire, as they always do. And the developers decided it wasn't worth saving, and instead put it with a soulless McDonald's building there. So this is about the changing face of Manchester and Salford. So, McDonald's, where the Rialto used to be, higher Broughton, Salford. And as you look on this scene, we can dream days of the past, where Rialto Super Cinema stood tall and imposing, snooker hall and dance hall bring joy to the people. Opened in 1927 was Rialto Cinema, then AB Cinema in 31, Alpha Bingo 73, and Carl Bingo till 99. A disco later on, then it was gone, burnt down, people frowned. Because now it's a drive-through McDonald's on the Salford scene. As we look down Berrymead Road, there's another skyscraper scraping the sky. The Strange Race Prison, God's unforgiven fill the place. They pile up the place, it's a human race in your face. Where people fill the city with open their hearts to make a new start in a modern city. Some say it's a pity. So yeah, McDonald's where the Rialto used to be. I have Broughton, Salford. And as you look on this scene, we can dream days of the past, where the Rialto super cinema stood tall and imposing. But now bulldozers cruising trains build a modern city. Manchester and Salford trying to look pretty.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So.